We all go through seasons where we feel an abundance of motivation, then something happens. We feel burnt out or tend to lose that drive, but don't let this stop you from living your dream. It is okay, and it's normal to feel this way. Once that happens, it is up to you to find that momentum again and gain the motivation you are looking for. I don't know about you, but when I feel unmotivated, I feel useless. I feel empty and almost like a zombie. If you surround yourself with inspiring people and positivity, I guarantee you that you will find your motivation. If you allow yourself to be drawn to negativity and you stay there, negativity will always surround and consume you. When you fall, you just have to get back up and try again. You have to tell yourself that you cannot give up when something doesn't go as planned. If you're passionate about something, you will not allow yourself to give up. Without struggle, there is no progress. Work hard, stay passionate, and stay motivated. My next guest for my Staying Motivated video series, I interviewed Mikey Taylor, and I'm just going to let him introduce himself. I didn't film an introduction during the interview, so this is the introduction for the interview.
Okay. My name is Mikey Taylor. I started off as a pro skateboarder. I was pro for about 15 years. It was amazing that I was able to take a passion and turn it into a career, but I picked something that inevitably couldn't last forever. So while I was skating, I was trying to figure out ways to make my career go even longer and then hopefully put myself in a position where I can continue on moving upward instead of skating being the greatest thing and then the rest of my life, going the different direction. And so in that, I started my first company. And then I started my second and third and really went down this entrepreneurial journey and really started kind of finding a love in the business side, which originally started in skateboarding and then started transitioning out. And so in that journey, I started and own a skateboard brand called Sovereign. I started a craft brewery with a couple of friends called St. Archer down in San Diego, which we ended up selling in 2015. And now started a company called Commune, and it is an investment group. It's a community of people that are dedicated to financial freedom and believe that we could accomplish bigger things together than individually. And so we all put basically money together to buy opportunities that are larger than we could buy ourselves. So that's the company I do now.
Nice. Yeah, and I definitely know you from the skateboarding part of it. And I followed you since you're on Alien, and then it's cool to see that you had a backup plan because you knew that you obviously couldn't skate forever, and that your body gets older, and it hurts more when you get older for sure.
Mm-hmm, it does, yeah.
Yeah, so it's cool that you had that backup plan and just all those side businesses that you were doing at the time. All right, so the next one is what motivates you?
What motivates me is I think purpose more than anything. I think it's finding my purpose and the idea of driving closer and closer to it is what continuously motivates me. The challenges I have is if I don't feel like I'm making steps towards that goal, I get really uncomfortable, and it's a good Kickstarter to go, you don't like this feeling, you like the feeling of progression. So I just try to keep myself always moving forward closer to that goal. I think more than anything, there's little hacks that you could do, routine is really big for me, which has been one of the challenges to this is it's so easy to fall out of your routine. Like kids
yeah.
don't have to wake up for school. I don't have to wake up 2 hours before them at 5 to get work done before 7.
Right.
So, it's become a little loose, and, Jen and I found ourselves going, yeah, it's like Groundhog's Day, and we didn't know what day it was. And it was like a good reminder to go, you know what, you need to get back into your routine, even if you don't have to.
Yeah.
It I think helps you stay on track better. But I'm more than anything, it's it's my purpose and trying to get closer towards that,
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so what helps you stay motivated when you start feeling unmotivated?
I do not like feeling crappy. I don't like that feeling of like disappointment and unaccomplishment. And I don't like it so much that whenever I start to feel it, I think I just like kickstart myself, forward. I think that's more than anything. I hate that feeling so much. I try anything to not be stuck in what am I doing? What is happening? I'm not getting anything done. I just feel like I like feeling accomplishment, and if I'm not feeling it, it weighs on me.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that's one thing that's really cool about skating is it's so easy to feel accomplishment, right? Like, I'm going to set out and I want to do this trick today. And like you go out and you either come really close where you feel like you made steps, closer to landing the trick, or you landed it. And then you go do it the next day. Oh, I want to do this trick now. And so you get in this routine of feeling accomplished every single day.
Yeah.
And I experienced that for so long that like when I don't feel it, I feel off. I feel like, I don't feel confident. I don't feel, value or proud. And so like, I think really always push myself to be feeling that.
What advice would you have for staying motivated?
In this time or in general?
Just in general.
I think it comes back to purpose. I think that really what it is, because if the hard thing is we try to find how we are able to remain motivated in times that are always changing. And in a lot of times where like your environment sucks, right? Like in times like this, like let's say your business is impacted, you're not allowed to work, you're not allowed to go outside. There's so much of this that like can like really weigh on you. How are you supposed to find motivation in this, right? Exactly. Unless I think knowing your purpose, if you know your purpose, you're always focused on something that can't change. And even when like your environment changes, you still have your eyes on where you want to go. So you look at scenarios like this as kind of a new challenge that you have to get past in order to get to living out your purpose. So that has become a big one for me. It's just like knowing why I'm here and why I'm doing this has made it so the motivation isn't inconsistent. It's just more always. But if you're just doing things to do them and your surroundings suck, I'm not sure how you find motivation in that.
Yeah.
I think it's really hard.
Yeah, especially now. Like, I'm sure it's hard for a lot of people now with everything being shut down and the non-essential workers being stuck at home. Like, I'm sure it's super hard.
Well, think about that, right? Like this is something I experienced from skating, right? Like I viewed skating as my purpose. Like skating was my purpose, my identity. It was my everything, right? I think a lot of us, put our purpose into our career.
Yeah.
And you imagine careers right now that are told you're non-essential. Like if you have your purpose baked into your career, how do you respond to that? Oh, I'm non-essential now. You're telling me what I do and my purpose is not as important as theirs. Like that is where I think you become susceptible of being devastated or having these like highs and lows. But, one thing that was really good for me is I learned that skating wasn't my purpose. Skating was my passion. and what I love doing, but my purpose was actually greater than that. Skating was just a part of my path in a sense. So that's kind of made it, I think that's been the biggest game changer for me is learning what my true identity is and not putting it into things that could ultimately go away.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. So those are the main like questions. So at this point, if there's like anything you like want to say that could possibly help somebody else get to where they want to be, or like anything you want to plug or anything like that, you can go ahead and do that.
I would say for anyone, okay, how can I say? For anyone who is trying to get to where they ultimately want to go, remember that it's more important the progression and the journey than it is actually achieving the end result. And so I think like a lot of us, it's so easy to like focus on like, I want to have this many kids. I want to have a wife. I want to make this much money. I want to own a home. And you have this like benchmark of like everything you want to accomplish. And it's so easy to like be here and go, oh, I can't get it. I've tried my hardest. I can't get it. And it's really easy to get discouraged. But if you have the goal, but you're in love with the process, it's so much easier to maintain your journey to accomplish it. And then you never find this situation where like you've achieved it. And then you like look around and go, now what? I just spent all of my life trying to chase this and have realized that like, I don't have that same drive anymore. So I would say more than anything, start loving the process. Don't get fixated on the end result.
Nice. And yeah, I'm sure that that'll help a lot of people too. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then if there's like anything you want to plug, like any of your businesses or anything that people should go check out, you can go ahead and do that if you want to.
Okay, so my business that I was talking about, the community-based investing, is called Commune. You can find us on Instagram, Commune Capital, our website, communecapital.com. For me, you can just find my name, Mikey Taylor, on Instagram, and you can find everything else from there.
Awesome.
And then on my Instagram, I have a text number that I respond to. So shoot me a text.
Yeah.
That's kind of become my favorite platform, actually.
And it's awesome that you like actually respond, because like there's some people that like, because I follow like the Gary V one, and then like a couple of others, and like I'll try to text them, but they hardly ever like, I'm sure they get overwhelmed with them, and I'm sure you do as well, but like you're like the only one that I've seen that actually replies to people, which is really cool.
I'm like, you know, I'll do like, I have like a weekly message that I send to like everyone else, but dude, I block like 25 minutes every day and just run through as many as I can. And what I found is like, you know, I'm not able to get to everyone, but I'm able to like really at some point connect with them. So if I don't get to connect with somebody one week, I usually am able to the following week, which is, it's been cool to talk to people for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. And like, I felt like you'd be a good person to interview for this, so I took a shot and asked if you're down to do it, and you like almost responded like right away.
Look, dude, there's beauty in this technology as far as us connecting.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the main interview part of the video, so I appreciate you doing this.
No problem. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And then whenever I post it, I can send you a link, or whenever I do, because I have like 3 or 4 more that I'm gonna post before this one. Yep. And then,
take your time, shoot it over for sure.
All right, man.
All right, brother. Well, dude, congrats on the new baby. Do you know if it's a boy or girl?
We don't know yet.
Okay. Epic.
Yep. Hoping to find out this week or next week.
That's right. Yeah. Heck yeah. Well, dude, congrats. It's a pleasure hanging with you, and I will talk to you soon.
All right, man.
All right, brother. Have a good one.
You too. See ya.